What's up, everybody? I'm back again with another video, and today I decided to talk about this old friend of mine who was in a relationship with this guy for about 2 years, and she was basically a side chick, and she didn't know it. So, my friend is a white woman from up north. I forgot which state. She's from the United States, and she was in her mid to late 40s, and the guy who she was in a relationship with was this Haitian guy who's around about the same age as her. So we all, I met her on the job. We all used to work for the same company, and so he had this way about him where he would flirt with some of her coworkers and some of the people who females who work for the same organization. So he never hit on me because I guess because he saw that we were really close and that I wouldn't go for it. But one of the coworkers that he flirted with came back and told her that, your guy is not faithful. He was trying to holler at me. So she didn't particularly like that woman because she felt like the woman was a skank. And she had already heard that the woman was married and involved in a extramarital affair where she was cheating on her husband. So she didn't have a lot of respect for that woman to begin with. So it's like she just disregarded anything that the woman told her about her ex-boyfriend. And so, like, about another year passed, and another coworker came to work for the company. And during her first 3 months working for that company, her boyfriend tried to holler at the new coworker. So my friend, who I'm gonna call Lisa, so we won't get everything all confused. Lisa became friends with the new coworker, who I'm gonna call Mary. So Mary um, went back and told Lisa that her boyfriend was cheating on her, or her boyfriend was trying to make advances on her, and that she believed that her boyfriend was a cheater. So obviously, if she's going back and telling Lisa that she don't think her boyfriend is trustworthy, she didn't develop any type of relationship with Lisa's boyfriend. So Lisa felt like she could rely on what Mary was saying, and she decided to end the relationship after that. So she Lisa told me what was going on in her relationship, because prior to all of that, I had no clue that she was having problems with her boyfriend, because she kind of just kept everything to herself. But the more and more she told me about her boyfriend, I was like, well, I could have told you that the guy was a cheater, because number one, he's from the Caribbean. And, this is not to say that all Caribbean men are cheaters, but I think a majority of them like to have more than one woman. That's just from my personal experience and observation of the Caribbean men that have been in and out of my life. And I'm actually part Caribbean, so I have a lot of knowledge when it comes to that arena, being that half of my family is from the Caribbean. So, I told her, being that you're white and he's a black Caribbean, I could have told you that the dude's not going to be faithful to you. And another thing that I thought about her boyfriend is that he looked at Lisa as some sort of cash cow because she's a white woman, that he could just use and abuse her for money and her resources. And in fact, he was at some point going to her and asking her to pay some of his bills, like his mobile phone bill. And she also told me that he was trying to get her to co-sign on a business loan for him because his credit wasn't that good. But she turned him down, which I'm proud of, because obviously the guy was trying to manipulate her and, would have probably left her with the responsibility for paying the loan off because his credit was fucked up. But another thing, Lisa is a nice woman, but I could tell just from looking at her and observing her that she had self-esteem issues just because from the way that she carried herself, the way that she spoke, and she seemed to attract a lot of men that were very abusive and disrespectful towards her and didn't appreciate her as a woman. So, in some ways I feel like a person's past shapes them, and maybe Lisa is traumatized due to her past abusive relationships and probably feels like she doesn't deserve any better. So she took this man in knowing in the back of her mind that he wasn't the best partner for her, but maybe she just felt desperate and needed attention and love, what she thought was love. To make a long story short, Lisa eventually found out that she was the side chick and that all during her relationship with this man, he was living with his baby mama because he had 2 kids from a prior relationship, and he broke up with his baby mama and then got back together with her and moved in. And all throughout that relationship, he was actually living with his baby mama and had Lisa as a side chick. But Lisa was too naive to see it. One of the first red flags is that she was never invited to spend time at his place. And anytime a man is reluctant or refuses to allow you to know where he lives, or he doesn't invite you back to his place, that right there should be a big sign that something isn't right, that he's either married or he has a girlfriend. So you gotta use your brain with these men. You gotta use your brain with women too, but that's just something I wanted to share today. All right, bye.